Boh.
Non lo trovi?
Trovate, dai, Giulia, fammi giocare.
Ma sai cosa le toccate?
No,
Come no? Me le avevi messo di là, poi non so dove le hai messo.
Giulia, vai di la bomba.
Ma quello ho bisogno. Per la sveglia anche domani mattina. Me la puoi cercare per favore?
No, devo giocare.
Il telefono, fammi
Giulia, magari poi dopo te lo cerco. Boh. No, che... No.
Estamos en vivo.
Eccomi qua. Per favore, scaricate.
Ok, ya estamos preparados para comenzar a...
Vediamo.
Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and I've got some bad news. My Xbox One X has broken already. There's
Mi mate vince.
Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and I've got some bad news. My Xbox One X has broken already. There's absolutely no power going to it. I've had it less than 48 hours. I got it on the 7th when it came out, and now it's the 9th. And I was in... It's because this has an internal power supply to reset it. Unfortunately, I've unplugged it, I've plugged it, unplugged the leads, I've tried everything. I've even swapped the leads over from the Xbox One S and it's still not working. So let me just show you it unplugged. So here we go, let's unplug it for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there you go, that's the 10 seconds. And now when I plug it back in, turn it on, you can see now it is plugged into the back here and it's in nice and securely. Yet there's absolutely nothing. And I've got instant on, so when I put my controller on, it should liven up the Xbox, but it's just completely dead. Now my power socket is working fine, and just to show you that the lead itself is okay, I checked the fuse out. I even used this lead from the Xbox One S, it's still not working. But if I use the same Xbox One X lead onto the Xbox One S, you will see it's working. So watch this, if I unplug this from here, and if I put it into the Xbox One S, so now we're in here, it's the same lead, and after a couple of seconds you will see it will come on. There you go, so you can see the lead itself is okay. So I've got a problem. I've got to take this back to the shop I bought it from, but I've got Forza Horizon 3 stuck in there at the moment, so I've got a disc in here. So I'm going to show you how to remove that disc if the same thing happens to you. I'm hoping that this isn't a common problem because I've never had a console fail on me so quick, especially when it wasn't dead on arrival. It was working perfectly, so it hasn't been damaged in transit. Something's happened to it in between when I started using it and today. So to remove a disc, luckily it's quite straightforward. If you look down at the side here, you will see that there's a little hole. This is the hole to remove the disc. So we have to get something long and thin. I'm using a paper clip here. Unravel the paper clip. It has to be at least 4 centimeters that you need, and we're going to put it in here and then wiggle around because you're going to like hit another wall, so just wiggle it around until it goes through the second hole. Now if you watch here, you will see that the disc will come out the front here. So put pressure on it like so, and now you can see the disc starting to eject, and then put a bit more pressure on and it gives you just enough to be able to get the disc and pull it out. Doesn't give you much room, but enough to pull it out. Just to show you that working, if I push it in, you can see that, can you see the paper clip moving in when I put this in like so? Yeah, so that's all it's doing, it's just physically pushing on the disc to get it out. So at least I can remove my disc, otherwise that's going to be a bit of a headache trying to send that off with the disc in it. So if you know of these failing from other people, please put it down in the comments below, because I had a quick look on the internet and I haven't seen any other mentions, so I think I've just been unlucky. But if you know of anybody else that's having an issue with...
Mi mate vince.
Hi there, my name's Vince from momenti.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can play an original Xbox game on the Xbox One. In this video I'm going to be using an Xbox One S, but it will also work on the Xbox One and also the Xbox One X. So now, at the moment there's only 13 games. Remember, this is done in November 2000. Black border down the left and right hand side of the picture. Does Xbox Live work? Well, no, because remember, these games now are very old and the servers would have been shut down a long time ago. Will DLCs work? No, currently at the moment DLCs will not work on the original Xbox games. Will System Link work on them? Yes, it will if the original game supports it. So if we all it needs to do is have enough data on there to recognise what the game is. So if you have a look at this one, you can see that the disc is very badly damaged here, and this game will no longer work in the Xbox original console over there. But yet, if I pop it into the Xbox One S, it is going to recognise that it's Prince of Persia, and then I can download the digital game. Because remember, we're not copying anything from this game. This is just giving us down as backward compatible. So here we go, Need for Speed 2, just going to put it in here, and you will see that it will say that the game is not supported. There we go, the game is not playable here. For a list of 360 games playable on Xbox One, go to xbox.com backwards compatibility. Right, so there you go, you can see now that you can't just put in any Xbox game. But now when we put Prince of Persia in, because that is a game that has been allowed, it will work. So let's just go back to home. Prince of Persia. There we go. Update for this Xbox One. So if you have a look here, it has allowed it. And it says here, to play the game, you need to download a free update. It will take up 3.7 gigabytes of space. So you are going to have room on your hard drive to be able to do this. So let me just press A, because remember, all you're actually doing is downloading the digital copy of the game. Now, if you don't have Xbox games and you like the look of one of them, then you will be able to just buy them digitally from Xbox themselves. So you don't have to look around eBay and the charity shops trying to find an old Xbox game. You can just get the digital copy. And often it can work out cheaper. For in the UK, most of them are under £7, some of them are under £10 when you buy them digitally. When it's installed. Screen. You can find it. Right, let's press A and play it. Now that's nice, the original Xbox boot up screen. But now can you see it's gone to the 4:3 ratio, so I've got a black border on either side of the picture. So this is a game that doesn't support the widescreen. Right, so obviously when it comes up on screen with what to press, it's thinking that you've got the original Xbox controller. So this is the Duke. Hi there, my name's Vince from momenti.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you what you can do if your PlayStation 4 is not displaying correctly on your TV or your monitor. Now this will often happen if you've moved it to a different TV or monitor, because perhaps maybe your 4K TV is broken and in the meantime you just want to play it onto a different TV. Maybe the resolution of the new TV is different than your old TV and that's what's causing the problem. So what we need to do is we need to close down the PlayStation and we need to start it in safe mode. And when we start it in safe mode, it's going to start on the lowest resolution possible, and hopefully then it means you can pick a low resolution and then it will start working again. So right now I can't shut down the PlayStation in the normal way because I can't see what I'm doing up on screen. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to physically do it by pressing the power button down here. Now you need to press it in and you need to hold it. And there you go, that's the second beep, and then you can let go of it. And what would happen now is it would just shut down the PlayStation. When all these lights have gone out, we're then going to start it in safe mode. Now it's easy to fix. All we need is our PlayStation controller and also our USB charging cable that normally charges the controller. If you can't find this original PlayStation one for whatever reason, then normally your Android phone one will do the job if it's got a micro USB on the end here, the small end. Right, okay, so now all the lights have gone out here. You've got to make sure that all the lights have gone out because it has to be fully shut down. So now to start it in safe mode, all we're going to do is hold down the power button again for 2 beeps. This time, the second beep is going to be about 4 or 5 seconds after the first one. So here we go. I'm going to press and hold it now. That was 1 beep. And that was the second beep there. And what's going to happen now is it's going to start in lowest resolution that the PlayStation can do. And if you have a look up there now, we now have information on the screen. It says safe mode in the top corner. It says connect the DualShock 4, that's the controller, using a USB cable, and then press the PlayStation button, the PS button. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got our USB cable here, and we're just going to plug it into one of the USB ports. It doesn't matter which one. And now I'm going to plug in the micro USB into the controller there, and I'm going to hit the PlayStation button. And now up here it's brought up more options. And if you have a look at the second one, it says change resolution. Well, that's what we want to do. So I'm going to go down to change resolution, and then it's going to restart in the lowest resolution possible. So what we need to do is we can't use the left analog stick, so we're going to have to use the D-pad. So go to number 2 and press X, and it's just saying the PS4 will restart. After it's restarted, select the video output resolution. So I'm going to go to X, and now it's going to restart, and this time it will give us the option to choose a resolution. If you know that your monitor is 720p, then you can pick 720p. If you're not sure, just leave it on automatic, and then the PlayStation will pick the best resolution that it can. Right, I'm just going to fast forward through this bit here. This is just the booting back up again. Right, and there it goes. It says resolution here. Select a video output resolution. And it says automatic at the moment. The PlayStation will pick the best resolution that it can. Right, I'm just going to fast forward through this bit here. This is just the booting back up again. Right, and there it goes. It says resolution here. Select a video output resolution. And it says automatic at the moment. So what I want to do is I'm just going to hit the PlayStation button here. And now that will liven up my controller. And now if you have a look, I can use the left analog stick and I can go through the different supported outputs. So what you can do is you can start it on the lowest one, and then you can go up from there, or you can just leave it on automatic. So as you can see, it's relatively straightforward to do. All you've got to do is start it in safe mode, and that's it, job done. Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to be connecting up an Xbox One X to a DVI monitor. So we're going to be connecting up to this port on the bottom left here. But when we use adapters, we're always going to have 3 connections. So we're going to have one at the monitor, and then one where it joins the adapter, that's 2, and then one when it goes into the Xbox One X, that's 3. And even if you use the HDMI cable into this adapter, it's going to be 1 at the Xbox, 2 here, and 3. I'm going to fast forward through the startup. Different sound options, and we'll also see how the super sampling works as well when we use a DVI cable. Now, it's still digital, so we should still get the same picture as a HDMI cable on a 1080p monitor. That's what this monitor is here, so it should be exactly the same as using a HDMI cable. Start it up now and hope into it. So if I was to connect up the HDMI cable into it, then it would work fine with sound, and it looks like with the super sampling. Go to audio, and let's put the headset volume up full. So there we go. You can hear it now coming through here. Yeah, so that's by far the easiest way. Obviously you can just use normal headphones as well, so it doesn't have to be a headset. You can still just use headphones like this. And if you haven't got a headset that you can plug into the controller, we can also use an optical headset like these Astro 850s over here. So let me just plug them in and show you them working. Right, so we've got the Astro 850s working. You can actually hear it blaring through there. And they just plug into a USB port at the back and also the optical. I haven't had to change any settings. This will all just work automatically. We can turn the Dolby on and off from there. And you can hear it working here. The volume lower and higher. Right, so that's fine if we want to use headphones or a headset. But how about now if we actually want to use some speakers or a soundbar? Again, it's not a problem. How about if we an analog signal and then we can just plug in our headphone jack into that port there out from here, and then this will also produce an optical out, but also we've now got phono left and right here, which we can just plug in one of these little cables here, which will that's off. Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today if it's in America, you probably have an NTSC old TV and you're going to be looking at about 480. So the resolution is not going to be great, but on games like things like Zelda, it doesn't really matter much anyway because the graphics... There we go. As you can see, the switch is up. Now through the video camera there does seem to be quite a lot of shading on it when I do that, but with my eyes I can't see that at all. Right, okay, so what we'll have to do now is, if you have a look, you can see that a bit of the screen is actually missing. So if you look down in the bottom corners where it says, for example, continue, you can see that it's missing. So we're going to have to resize the screen. So let's get our controller and we're going to go to settings. Let's take it off mute as well.
Noi a